All right, guys, welcome to episode 14 of the Talk Before You Run podcast. As you can see, Fefno's not here today. He had some plans that I didn't want him to cancel, so originally it was just going to be the three of us, but then of course our lovely, good, great, longtime buddy Linade, we decided to let him go ahead and be our guest on the podcast this week. Linade, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah. So I'm Linade, and I've been friends with these guys for almost 2, 3 years now.
Something like that. It's been a while. Switch, maybe not so much. Switch,
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still kind of a new guy.
yeah. Well, not
Yeah,
really
for a while.
new, but he's really more new to like the entirety of the group.
Right.
I met you in what? 19?
Yeah. 19,
Yeah.
19 what?
2000.
Mhm.
I thought
was
they were talking about the
joking, facetious,
1900s,
Yeah.
but
Well, just well, like Call of Duty as well. Like, well, that was
Yeah.
what we really. Yeah.
Yeah.
it might
I
have.
met.
I don't think it was quite 19 because we didn't meet Linade until after we moved here, which would have been in 20.
Yeah, it would have been. I think it would have been in 20 because I was still in college. So
Yeah.
and yeah, and then didn't really have my PC. I've been on PlayStation, and I was playing a random COD lobby, and I seen, you know, we were playing what, Search and Destroy, and
Yeah.
I
It's
seen that
really all.
y'all were we teammates, or were we on the enemy, or were y'all on the enemy
I
team?
think we was on the enemy team and you was by yourself
Yeah.
and asked to
Yeah, I was.
join.
Yeah, cause I mean, y'all seemed pretty chill, and I liked the way like y'all were going at it, mainly for Sporty, and um I asked Sporty. I didn't know Travis was with Sporty, and so I asked Sporty. I was like, "Hey, I got nobody to play with. Y'all mind playing? Y'all don't mind me joining y'all and playing with y'all?" And y'all were like, "Nah, y'all come on." And from that point on, y'all invited me to the party and I started playing with y'all.
How you say that? The
And
rest
Yeah.
is history.
mhm.
Yeah.
Uh, and here it is. Linnaeus one of our closest friends. Man, it's crazy when you think about it. You know, because you always hear these arguments about how video games aren't good for you and how, as like an adult, you shouldn't be like so invested in the video games and stuff like that. But some of the best friendships I've made was off of video games.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
playing off the
honest.
game. Yeah,
I'm gonna be 100% honest. The reason I was able to do what I did, which we'll get into it more when we're ready to open up that topic. Um, I don't associate with people outside of like back home. It's different. Like I felt I had to carry all the time. I felt like everybody. I walk in a store and everybody's like an enemy to me. You know,
yeah,
online, like I have Butch, Travis, Switch, Ulanade. I have Fevno, which same thing with Fevno. We met in a COD lobby. Uh, Fevno was just kind of there, and I was playing by myself. Like he actually it was just me and him, like, getting all the kills in the COD for search and destroy and winning it. I was like, he was like, "Hey, do you care if I join?" Like, nope, I'm just by myself today. So he joined, and I was streaming, and he just since then stuck with this. But what has it been for Feb or what? A year and a half, 2 years now?
Yeah, roughly. It's been a while.
I
Yeah,
mean,
And
that's what
then,
I'm
we
saying.
I mean, of course, me and you, Baker, we've known each other for quite a few years now, and I know you and Switch knew each other back in the day, right? Back in the 360 days on like GTA 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I met
So
Sporty way back
yeah,
when
yeah, I was gonna say
on
Butch.
GTA, and then
Me and Butch
Baker
have
and
known
Butch.
since
Yeah,
360.
Yeah, because y'all
So
all hung around with the same crowd back then.
right.
uh, I just I don't even know. Like Butch just was around, and me and Butch clicked instantly. Like just the way we are, like, and it's just us in general as a group. It fits us so perfect.
Hmm.
because we don't have like arguments. We don't have, you know,
I
we ha-
think it's like we like most things in common. We have a bunch of things that we like in common.
games,
Right. And even if
anime,
we don't,
you know, things. Yeah, and then if not, we can we're easily, you know, we can easily share each other's interest of, you
Yeah.
exactly.
know, like I know Switch here. He loves things that have to do with space. I mean,
Yeah, I do.
I love astronomy. I love learning about like learning planets. I want to know what's out there, you know? I want to know that there's more to than just us, just
Hmm.
this floating rock, just, you know?
Yeah. I sometimes like sometimes whenever I'm out and I look up into the sky, like I'll just be like sitting in my car and I like looking out at the stars, and I always imagine like like I wonder how it feels like to be looking at the earth from up there instead of looking out from down here and looking up. And in my mind, I always think like, what would happen if we caught like one of the rarest moments? Because you know how um, there's like there's these sayings that every now and then there's a star that that goes out, and you know what happens when the star goes out? All this like it just an explosion or anything like that. And I always wonder like, what if we caught a rare side of that happening and
We would
we don't?
we would get caught up in that. We
Yeah.
would we would literally get caught up in that. So like they say God flooded the earth, right?
Hmm.
Noah's Ark and things like that. Okay. The next thing is this our sun burning out, which humans will probably be long gone before that happens. Whether we still exist or not in some odd billion years, um, it's very slim to none, especially the way the world's going.
Hmm.
Um, but if we were to somehow watch it go out, we'd probably get caught up in the blast. Like a star like our sun, yeah, but like the stars that you see, you know, for the most part are like bright ones that are constant is literally a burnt out sun or you know star.
Hmm.
Let me
So
ask you
like that
this: in that instant, say it happened tomorrow, because I mean, if the like you said, if the sun was to explode or whatever, we'd get caught up in it. There's just no doubt about that. They already know that. Would you have that feeling of bliss as it happened? Just knowing that,
you're a part of something that could never ever happen
Yeah.
in a lifetime,
And I
which
think, well, I think it's different for every person. Like some people think about it like, oh, that's
is
like one of the
terrifying.
rare. Yeah, they'll be very terrified. They'll be terrified. They'll be scared. But at the same time, there's other people that think like, that's a rare sight to see. They'll be astonished or have no words for it or anything like that. So they'll just be like standing there. They face it without any type of remorse or any type of like, I don't know, feeling that.
I can't say that there wouldn't be any remorse or like regret because I mean, nobody truly lives their life with no regret. But it's more like I don't know how to put it. Of course, you're gonna regret things in life that you didn't do or things that you may have done
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
you can't atone for at that point in time because you know it's gonna be over with. But just the fact of you know it. There's nothing you can do about it. There's got to be that sense of, and it may just be this fine line, and it may only be certain people. But like me personally, I would just feel as though like this bliss, this not the feeling of oh man, this is the end, but more like I had a good run at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But there's always that saying that like, when something dies out, new life always starts.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and that's what it is with everything. When something, I know it's a cliche to say it, but it's the circle of life. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah. There's always I mean, I don't know. I think I heard like it was a long time ago, and I don't know if I was watching a video or reading something about it or if I was in school, but they say like if the sun ever went out, it goes out, but it starts over again. So it starts from a little ball of fire again, and it continues to grow from that point on. It just never
So
dies
Hey,
out.
I want to
so that
interject
does
here.
not.
That's
Yeah.
yeah,
That's false. That's a
yeah,
dwarf. The sun will become a dwarf star.
Yeah.
It
but
won't go back. It won't become a.
yeah, but once a star is done and
It's
ended, it
done.
becomes a black
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah. Well, not all stars. It has to have
True.
enough mass to create that when the star goes out and explodes. That's what I'm saying. The sun itself is big enough to possibly cause a black hole.
Mhm,
But I mean, stars around here constantly go out.
mhm.
The stars that we see in the sky, they go out.
Yeah.
But our sun, we watch that. It's a black hole. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's the
See,
star becomes, which it won't matter because the sun burns out. It just shows it's only getting hotter. Each year, passing year, it only gets hotter and hotter. Whatever they want to call, global warming and stuff. It's the sun. The sun's slowly but surely expanding.
Mhm.
You know,
Global warming is a conspiracy theory.
even
I
at
agree
that,
with
like
Switch.
a hole in the ozone layer. We keep creating these carbon footprints of nothing but manufacturers and cars, and now it's like, oh, we got electric cars to reduce. No, those batteries, when they are done, the damage that they do finding and materials for the no,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
they
no
don't.
way, unless we was to go back in like the Stone Age, there's no way of actually reducing our carbon footprint.
But that's what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: is that's never going to happen because we sit here and we deal with, like, we literally have California that has nothing but fucking earthquakes all the time. That's literally the you know plates just colliding into each other and then like they're literally, it's part of landmass just fucking collapsing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they say like global warming or any type stuff like that is what causes a bunch of phenomena to happen around the earth, because some people say like, oh, you're hurting the earth and this is why we're getting these weird ass you know
So
uh
weather,
weather,
you
these
get like storms and
earthquakes,
yeah,
tsunamis, or yeah, all that
natural
stuff,
disasters.
natural disasters, yeah. But I
yeah.
mean, like, nobody can know what the earth is gonna do. Well, I mean, they can. They have some type of technology that can
Yeah, they
tell,
have some that they can tell and predict, but
but it's just a prediction. It's not actual,
like
fact.
earthquakes,
Right.
they can
I,
feel them coming before, because they have like a graph, that
Yeah, yeah,
sits
yeah.
there and,
right.
you know. So, but
I
as
wanted to go
far as
back and
like
clarify.
hurricane, what's up?
Oh, go ahead, continue.
No,
Uh,
you've been meaning to say stuff too, and
all right. Well,
I know you
I,
haven't.
I wanted to clarify that global warming in itself is a farce, but climate change is real. But we can't do anything about it because it's going to do what it's going to do,
Yeah.
with or without our help.
Mhm.
And that's just it. Well, we as people literally can, like the stuff that we put out. We obviously need oxygen,
Right.
right? Us cutting down plants and trees all the time, like, what gives us our oxygen?
Well,
What happens when we're not replacing all this stuff with, healthy living trees that produce enough, and we're out here putting out the carbon. What happens when,
with that example, you can look back when the core samples that they've taken from Antarctica and the Arctic Circle, everything like that. Way back when like the dinosaurs or whatever were living and walking the Earth, the oxygen levels were immensely higher than what they are today. So climate change is going to happen,
Mhm.
and our job is not to try to prevent it or help it along. Our job is to evolve and just go with it. That's all we can do.
well, that's just it. That's how humans, that's how you, it's anything. That's any species. That's any
Exactly.
living thing. You either evolve unless you're a cockroach. You either evolve or you fucking die, and that's it.
Right. You're a cockroach. It doesn't matter what happens. You're gonna live, unless you get squished.
No, you don't understand. When we first moved into where I live now, like we didn't have, you know, the young ones with us and stuff. We completely like I walked in like the restroom because like this used to be a storage, like not a storage, but they used to just store their extra stuff here. Like I said, they lived in an apartment before.
Mhm.
Uh, God, man, I walked in and the girl was at work, and I just instantly started cleaning. I moved the beds. Oh my fucking god, man! Like you won't understand the amount of fucking roaches there were just piled up, infested. So I was like, all I did was close the door, walk to the store, got little foggers,
Mhm.
Right?
dropped them
Does
in
it-
in the room, and went out for the day to the splash pad or
Those work?
to the skate park. Oh yeah, I came back and there was just pile. I just sat there and
Wow.
swept and swept and swept, and then for the little bit that I guess very minimal, like compared to what it was, very minimal. I pretty much I just kind of either stepped on, sprayed, whatever, and then put for the little bit left, baking soda and sugar, powdered sugar.
Oh
Inside
yeah,
a
sugar to
bottle.
attract them, baking soda to kill
Yep.
them. Yeah.
So I just put little, around the corners, and then
You know what else works really, really well?
what?
A flamethrower.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Kill them with
No,
fire before they lay
no,
eggs.
no, you don't understand. My girl goes, look, she puts an incense on the mirror in the bathroom, right? And I'm like, all day I smell like burning, right? Like I not just incense, but burning. And I didn't know she put the like incense in there. I didn't know where she put it. I just smelt it. But I also smelled burning. Later on that night, I go to the restroom, take a piss. The hell no, I went in there and take a shit. And I'm sitting there and I look up and I'm like, that's where it was. I was like, I look over the fucking the incense had burnt the wall.
Oh no.
I get it.
It's lucky you didn't start a fire.
I crawl back into bed with my girl. I go, why the fuck did you put it all the way up there against the wall? I was like, out of any way, I would have rather stabbed it in your candle wax and just put it on top of the fridge. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I just wanted it away from the kids. And so,
Yeah, so let's burn the place down instead.
yeah, and I tell her, I was like, so you try to keep the kids safe, right? But lighting the place on fire didn't occur to you? Burning this place? She goes, and remind you, she had college acceptances to like Ivy League schools. She turns and looks at me, and she's natural blonde. So she goes, but the building's made out of brick.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh boy.
I was like dead serious. I said, baby. I said, she's like, what? The building? She's like, what? The building is made out of brick. I said, are the kids? Are the clothes?
Bless
Is
her
the-
pointed little head.
Are the walls?
I said, are the walls? What do you think this is gonna protect? Like, I said, the cinder blocks aren't gonna burn. Yeah, but everything else will. You think fires don't burn inside a brick house? Like, but
Guess
she
it's a
goes,
good thing
"Oh."
she didn't go to any of them Ivy League schools, huh?
Well, she's smart. She really
No.
is. That's why she. No, like that's what I'm saying. Like when I looked at her, but like I said, she has her moments. She is a blonde. Like she is a natural blonde. So she has those moments. She just, and I think everybody does. But like she just like something like that, dead serious. she opens her eyes from kind of being asleep, but like dead serious. Is like I said, "You trying to burn the place down?" kind of thing. And she's like, "It's made out of brick."
Look, as somebody who's grew up in a house full of blondes, I know the whole, oh, she's a blonde or he's a blonde is definitely a thing. That's not fake. That is not a fake stereotype. Because it's true.
Yeah.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Some people
Yes,
are blonde, but they don't present to be blonde.
Oh.
I had a cousin of mine's. That was the joke all the time. So I got 3 cousins. They're all redheads, and one of them, the oldest, she was always dingy. It's fun or whatever, but that was the thing. Every time she'd say something dingy, they'd be like, "Let me show me your roots. Show me your roots. Let me see them blonde hairs coming in."
It's
That's
just crazy though. Like I thought it was the funniest shit because like I said, okay. We'll eventually get into the my story part. So, but yeah, that in itself just killed me. So it was just the funniest thing to sit there and be like, "Are you serious? Like you're dead serious, right? Like you're looking at me dead serious and saying that."
That's one of them
It was
moments
weird.
when you go, "What?"
Yeah, like I stared at her for a moment. Like I had to look and see. I was like, "Are you serious? Like you're serious, right?"
That's when you wait to see if they like you just stop for a second and just be like, please crack a smile or giggle or something. Please tell me you ain't.
No, you know what she did?
Huh.
She shook her head like back and forth and widened her eyes, like looked at me like if I was dumb. Like she looked at me like what? Like she blinked her eye, opened them wide, and was like, "This was like what?" You know? Raised her eyebrows and everything. And I was like, "Are you serious?" Like I was waiting for like a smirk or something, but no, I got my like a straight up eyes widened, eyebrows up, like concerned, like I was making the wrong statement here. You know?
Yeah, like, are you okay? Are you crazy? No, but
Yeah.
you are. I'm not
So
crazy, but
no, she is crazy, but I love her. So
hey, that's all that matters,
uh,
bro.
yeah, it's great. Everything's been great. I mean, despite everything that we talked about, it's been great. Kids feel happy and safe. She feels the same.
That's
That's
good.
all I care about. That's
That's a good.
literally all I care about.
That's a good thing. And for everybody out there who doesn't know exactly what it is that he's talking about, Baker's making big life changes.
Yeah, I made a tweet about it 2 weeks ago. I don't remember what I said exactly, but I made a tweet about it on on our what is our podcast.
Our Twitter
Shameless.
page for our podcast, shameless plug. Yeah.
Yeah, plug. That's the word I was looking for. My brain kind of went flobby there.
Talk before
Hop
you
on,
run
cuz, man.
on.
Relax.
Talk before you run on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk before you run on Instagram. Talk
It's
before
tough.
you run on TikTok.
And the YouTubes and Spotify's. And
Yeah, talk before you run on Spotify. Talk before you run
All
on
platforms,
YouTube.
baby.
All
Hit the link
platforms.
tree.
maybe the Reddit if Fevno feels like it.
I don't know about a
Um,
Reddit, but
I
definitely
don't
all the
know.
other ones.
I know we had mentioned it, and Fevno was like, "Oh yeah, maybe,"
Who knows? Maybe
but
one day we might get a Facebook page.
what was
not
the gist of
not
the tweet?
anything online. Oh, it was saying, letting everybody know that we weren't going to have a podcast that week, because you were making some big changes, and I think the last bit of it was uh, we hope you the best of the luck on your new journey. I can look it up
Well,
here in a second.
as far as everything goes, kind of get into it. Just as far as leaving home, that being Texas,
Hmm.
I just, I kind of decided that, life presented an opportunity that I wish I would have taken early on before. But timing was never right, and that was to be with someone that I wanted to be with. Um, She's been through a lot, and I like that she's still as strong as she is and still does what she does.
Exactly.
And
And if she's
it was
listening to this, I'm still his favorite love. So
Travis, you are very, 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 very much up there. Yes, you are.
yeah, number one. I know you don't want to say it out loud. I get it.
No,
But I
no,
know.
y'all are all as my best friends. She knows. I tell you, she knows that I tell all my friends, all my best friends, that I love them. You know, anytime that I can support them and remind them that I am here, no matter what I got going on in life, no matter what it is, I remind my friends all the time. You know, and I like to check in. Sometimes I do get busy. Um, I don't like social media. I don't do a lot of that.
Understandable.
Um, I'm a very to myself kind of person, and if you're in my life or a part of my life, it's because you've made an impact. You are someone to me. So like, you know, this girl, she's kind of, feelings have stayed the same, you know,
Yeah.
through everything.
Yeah, but
It's
this has
been
been years and years in the making.
7 years, seven
Oh
plus years. I didn't talk to her. I didn't say anything to her. It was about the last time I saw her. She left home and made her way over here. So,
yeah. Yeah. You
um,
said you were talking to her since high school, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But hell, man, it's. I
No, I'm
mean,
just kidding.
it's like.
No, so I was terrible. I was terrible in high school. I was one of those guys. I was in a relationship and at the same time messing around. But in high school, into everybody's eyes, we were the solid, the high school couple that everybody knew, and it wasn't ever like that behind closed doors. And so it was a lot behind the scene for that relationship, and it took a lot. And I met this girl because she was across the street from me, you know, and uh, I don't know. Her parents didn't want us talking. We're 2 years and 2 days apart, literally. She's the 10th and I'm the 12th. So like, it's just it's crazy because okay, I don't know if y'all heard me mention the numbers 307 or how I see 307 every day.
No,
Um,
no, I haven't heard it.
so yeah, Leonard, you're still one of my good friends, but you're hardly ever around because you're always busy. You're very busy, man.
Yeah,
Hardworking.
Lemonade works 24/7. It seems like.
He really does. Every time I see it's like snap or post, it's him at work, him in
Yeah.
work.
That's just because they
So
got him going out of state all the time. Well, not out of state, but out of town all the time.
Out of town all the time, and I was in
yeah, so
Louisiana like last week. You can tell
And you didn't
Travis.
stop
I
by to
mean,
you didn't stop
Yeah,
by.
every single time he comes to Louisiana, he'll text me like the day before he leaves. Talk about I'm in Louisiana. We're leaving
Look,
tomorrow though.
Travis.
nah,
Look,
I was there for a while, and then but I was in Shreveport, so I was still
I
like
look,
7 hours
bro. I would have
away.
made the trip. We could have met halfway when had lunch together, bro.
yeah. See, if I would have known Travis when I was working on field, I would have done it for like I would have been like, hey, bro, I'm out here. I'll be out here for like 2-3 days. Let's go get some fucking tear some fucking shit up. So I had oil field money. Shit.
Hey, look, bro. It may not be next week. It may not be next year, but at some point in time, we all getting together.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nah.
I told Travis, I was like, hey, yeah, man, like it'll be like
Nah.
sometime in August that I'll probably come down to Louisiana on the Friday, early Friday, and then go see y'all.
Yeah. Like I said, this job that I just got is literally right across the street. It's literally I'm I work at a grocery store now. Like you know.
Oh, please tell me they got you wearing khakis and a collared shirt.
Oh, I haven't started yet.
Oh, please tell me they're gonna have you wearing khakis
What?
and a collared shirt.
$20 an hour.
Hey,
God, that's more than what I make.
nice. Hey,
Yeah,
you got an extra room in that
California,
place, right?
California living wage though is different from our
So
living
look,
wage.
no,
Good point.
look.
Man, dude, I just got.
I for this for this one place, the one room that we have like and that's because the guy's a greedy fuck and a piece of shit. He's he believes that women should do all the work and
Oh, he's
has
one of
multiple.
those.
Yeah, he has multiple wives,
Oh man.
arranged marriage.
Oh, he's one of them overseas people.
Yeah, that's what I was. So he is he is charging 800 for 2 weeks, which not bad, you know.
Not
For
bad.
2
That's
weeks?
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, but
That's
no,
extortion.
the house that I was looking at for us is. See, I don't know, cause like it'd be nice to have just a house out here, cause her family's out here.
Right?
So I'm thinking about just getting something that's like cheap, you know. Uh, and like I found a 5 bedroom, 3 bath for like 450,000.
That is not bad at all.
No,
Not bad at
no.
all.
Has a pool in the backyard. She was like, "Yeah, just
Five
put up a gate."
That's
bedroom,
better
three
than 800
bath,
for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
bruh. For me to get
I'll
a
send y'all. I'll show y'all after the. So,
shoot, I'd
but
jump on that, boy.
Yeah.
yeah. So we're waiting to see if I just I haven't been here long enough for them to use my income, and so yeah, it's just hers, and like I said, she makes decent money. I mean, you know, but between me and her, it's gonna be a lot easier.
No, well, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So I told her I was like, I feel bad because I've been out here like I've done so like I did a tile job. That's how I got money to just chill out here. I did a tile job like the first day or two that I was here.
Mhm.
Uh, for like I was getting paid 500 a room,
Not bad.
and I did 4 rooms.
Lord have mercy. They got any more tile jobs they need out there? I might come move to California.
Yeah, I might have to learn how to tile.
Well, tiling's
Well, it's
easy.
not hard.
Well,
It's not
I've
hard at
seen it
all.
done.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing: is this guy hired said his best friend could do it, and he started one, and now he doesn't like the way he did it because it's not leveled, and he doesn't like how he cut everything. Like he cut every tile that like instead of putting like a hat, like he put like it is so bad, and he left that grout that grout haze afterwards,
Oh no.
like that, and so, but it took him 2 weeks to do 1 room or 2 rooms,
Good lord.
Man, I could have
and the
knocked
guy
that out in a day.
I did exactly. I did all 4 rooms in. Well, I did 3 rooms in one day. Started the fourth one, and then let the other three, and then finished the fourth one the next day, and let that one, and then moved everything.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody was
Lord have
happy for
mercy. And I'd have did it for
Right.
half the price.
that.
so right now, like I paid, like it takes me probably about 60, $65 to fill up. Maybe depending on where I get it, up to $80.
What's the gas prices like out there right now?
Last I put gas was the other day. I filled up. It was at like 461.
Okay, that is not as bad as what I thought it was gonna be.
Nope.
No.
Hell, I thought it'd be like in the $6-7.
That's what I was thinking. From the way, because I
Yeah.
mean, like I know a couple other people that are in the California area, and from the way
I'm
that they were
sure it'll get
talking,
that way during the summer.
well,
I'm
of
sure.
course, but I mean, gas goes up
People
everywhere
make
at
it
that
seem
point.
like people always make it seem like it's like a $10 gas price.
Yeah, that I mean, because like I said, I mean, nobody ever came out and said with the gas price, but the way they were making it sound, they was paying $10, $12. Hell, that's only $1 more than what we pay down here. Well, not quite $1, but close to it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like I said, it's a little town. Everything's on one road except the dispensary. That's you got to take a left on the end of one road, and then go down that one road that leads you out of the town into another little town that leads you out of. So
Well, yeah, they're
but
not gonna put
it's
the dispensary with all the fancy stuff.
well, that's just
They'd
it.
be too
It's
many
like that.
potheads hanging around.
So there is nothing fancy. There's a Marshall I see right in front of me. Like
Hey, Marshalls are fancy.
Like I got the place that I work at is a grocery store, and that's gonna be pretty decent. So I'm chilling with that. But yeah, no, it's different lifestyle. Moving from Texas to California, and then the fact that big old city, San Antonio to little old,
Suburbia.
yeah, this little place. Like I didn't know when I was going through the mountain turns and stuff. I was like, I don't even know where I'm at. Like I don't. How's there a town here? Like where is this place? Like man, I pulled in and there was a Walmart, and then everything went down that one road.
Be like, I see
I was like,
rooftops, but I don't see houses. Where is this place at?
no, look, that's just it. It's more because this is a place like okay, we're located next to the world's or not the world's, the U.S. largest military base, our naval base. Um,
Fort St. Cudo like in GTA.
you don't understand. Like I sent my friend on some GTA shit because like the turbines and the base and I was like, bro, what the fuck? You got me in Polito Bay? you know?
Hell, man, are you like in like city or kind of almost
No,
country-ish?
Suburbia.
the hell no, hell no,
It's like a rural
bro,
area.
bro. Is that I'm surrounded by mountains and openness. Like the only thing is this
Man,
stopping strip here.
man lives in the
Like I
same
said,
town Trevor lived in.
it's in road, one road,
Wow.
and that's it. And it has every store, every food, everything, even the movie theater.
Wow.
Like everything, it's crazy. It's different. Like I can drive from one side of this place to the other. I can do a complete circle in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You know,
So it's kind of like a village.
it's okay. So they have more like hotels and motels. Here because it's a lot of contractors and military people coming in and out.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Like I said, we that the end of the road that we're on connects to the base. If you go right or straight at the end of the road, you go directly into the base. And yeah, the last person that did that, this lady tried to ram through it. They instantly put up the wall, and apparently she impacted so hard she's no longer with us. So
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Poor
yeah,
old lady just didn't remember where the break was at.
Mhm.
probably, but they don't play about that shit. It's the world's largest or the U.S. largest, So they don't play there. So yeah, we take a left and you go to the dispensary. That's it. You keep going and it loops to a little highway and you hop back on that and it takes you right back to the Walmart and you're back at the start. So um yeah, it's literally
This town's built like
pretty
a
much
Mario racetrack.
Making a left turn.
Yeah,
it's
boy.
just
NASCAR.
but yeah, no, even driving to like the lake is I don't know. I asked my girl, I was like, how far is it? She's like, no, it's not that far, like 30, 45 minutes. Here we are driving 45 minutes. And I was like, are we almost there? She's like, yeah, we're pretty close. Here's another 15 minutes. I'm like, all right, we almost there? She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. Another 10 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck,
Did
And
we
so I was like,
pass
what
it
is
up?
close to you? And I was like, yeah. I was like, what's close to you? And like, we finally come around a turn and I start seeing the lake. I'm like, oh, finally, it's there. And so, and I had mentioned probably like, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes prior about uh getting some gas. And yeah.
So when you look at your gas needle and go, Jesus, it's me again?
No. So like we stopped, right? Like I had made the comment and we stopped. I went inside and asked if they had a bathroom, so that we could use it. He's like, yeah. So I go out there, I let her know I put gas and she comes back out and like I'm like, okay, we're going, right? Like and like I said, we get past the lake and I'm passing the lake and I'm like, okay, here we are, like another, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes later, And she's like, all right, take it right here. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where the lake's back there? I don't even see a lake anymore at this point, you know? Like, and
You gotta
I was
pass
like,
the
where are we
lake to
going?
get to the lake.
No, she takes me across a bridge, like, over the highway kind of thing. Uh, and into this little town. I'm like, where are we going? She's like, you said you needed gas, right? And I was like, no, like I just put gas while you went to the restroom. And she goes, oh, I thought you wanted to put more gas though. I was like, why am I gonna? I would have filled up there if I was gonna put more gas.
That's the blonde coming through.
So look. She goes, I just thought you wanted cheaper gas to fill up the car more. I was like, well, I just kind of burnt up some of the gas that I just put in driving over to these gas stations. And like, here's the thing, right? Like, we're driving through this town. She goes, there's a gas station. I was like, okay, is that like the only one? And she's like, well, no, there's another one up there. She's like, I was just letting you know. I was like, okay, well, what's the price on that one? She's like, $2.79. You know?
$2.79.
Or not $4.79.
I was fixing to say that's cheaper than our gas.
$4.79. My bad. But what's it called? Yeah, no. It just was funny because I go down the road more, and she's like, there's another one. And it was like, okay. That one was $4.69, right? 10-cent difference. And it's like, damn, okay, they're really competing. I was like, let me see what the next one is. I was like, is there another one down here? She's like, I think so. And I knew when she said that, I should have just turned back around, right? Like, I shouldn't have, like, no, I kept driving. And then all of a sudden, she's just like, in all my, 25 years of living here, I've never been to this part of this town ever. And I said, what do you mean? Like, I was like, so should I turn around? She's like, yeah, you should probably turn around. I was like, it's literally 2 roads, like, right? And the rest are all dirt side roads, like bumpy, really shitty roads. And they're real thin, like 1-lane roads. So like you have to share it if somebody's oncoming. You have to. Yeah, no. So I was like, all right, well, I got to find somebody to turn around. I got somebody right on my ass. Like, I got like 3. Then the car next to, the lane next to me has traffic. So I got to, I can't just stop and wait until it flip in 2 lanes, Yeah, I can, kind of almost turn pretty good, but like that's not like a 3-point turn at least. Shit. Maybe a 2-point, I could get at best if I'm not rushed. But like, damn. So I just pull over into some side road, the first side road that I see that has some kind of name. It said Farmers Road, and I said, man, why does there got to be a Farmers Road? Like, when it says Farmers Road, like you die on some shit. Like, come on, man. So
we got a farm road down here, man, and that's like the #1 thing that you go down. It's like nothing but this long, and when I say long, I mean long dirt road that it's like, and this is the thing with it too. Like they won't say nothing because this is technically a private road, so they won't say nothing. But don't get stuck because the second you get stuck, they'll show up with the cops. But as long as you don't get stuck, you're good. Went through there one time, man, in a Scion Cube, and I'm talking about it was sloshy. Oh man, I so thought we was gonna have the cops called us on us that night.
Yeah, well, I kind of showed up and was like, So I slow down and I turn and I kind of do this turnaround and she was like, yeah, I've never been down there. I was like, why didn't you say something sooner? I was like, how did why did you say I think so then? What was the point of, I should have just stopped, So I go back to the gas station and I put a little more gas because by now we don't burned up, the gas that would have made it back in town where I could have put gas cheaper, So yeah, no, made it a whole difficult thing. And we finally get to the lake and I had to make sure we had gas because we were just sitting parked, smoking, watching the sunset. It was just me and her. So, ate Lunchables and,
Lunchables.
Did you have juice boxes?
Huh?
Did you have juice boxes?
Dr. Pepper, and I had a sweet tea.
Oh yeah, at least she knows what to drink. Dr
Yeah, no, I
Pepper.
don't
Well,
drink soda, so
yeah, but you're weird.
at one point I used to drink like those 2 liter whatever sodas or whatever.
Yeah, didn't you say
So
you quit it? Quit it because you got into a habit where you were drinking it a lot?
yeah, so like I would drink like the real big liters of soda, like literally 2 or 3 of them a day. Like it was bad. It was very bad because like it wasn't even like it was me drinking them and like I'm gonna fuck I was a fucking adult drinking them, but I felt like I was wrong because I drank a whole entire thing and then I had more, so I was like, man, I can't. I look stupid. Like I throw it in the trash can, and I had like a large trash can, so I'd kind of fill up a trash bag with like maybe 6 of the bottles, and I would look at him like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with me? But I could never stop, so I was like, man, I just like drinking soda. I just chug the shit out of it. So just one day, I just I stopped instantly. Just was like, okay, no more buying it at the store. So absolutely. Like I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really like I have slipped up a couple times drinking it, but as far as like it's the only thing I have, or like I was coughing so bad, like I was almost choking, and I had to wash down whatever I was eating. That like you know, and especially like so I stopped. I want to say about 3 years ago, like drinking soda. Probably in 2019, actually, like or 2020, start of 2020 kind of thing. I stopped. I stopped drinking soda, and so yeah. Now it's kind of like I don't ever care for it, but like I don't. If I'm choking, I'm gonna drink something. Like, and most of the time, like I don't. That's why, like I learned, I eat all my food before I touch my drink. Cause one, I want to make sure I'm full off of actual food and not just chugging my drink down.
Hmm.
And two, because if I am fucking choking on my food, I would like something to wash down my food. So I learned not to drink all my drink right away. I may take a sip of. I smoke. What do you want me to do? I got cotton mouth.
Like
But
walking around with 2 cotton balls in your cheek, like a
so yeah.
chipmunk.
But everything out here has been pretty great. It's been a fun journey. Leaving and saying goodbye because I've never lived out of state away from my family, and this girl has lived in Germany and other places, so she don't care about moving. To her, leaving people behind is easy. She was a military brat. Um, it was so it's a lot that has to be taken care of, but everything is great, and
I mean,
it's
it's gonna be
it,
a work in progress no matter which way you look
oh
at
yeah,
it. So I mean, you
no,
just make the
but
best
I'm
of it
I'm
while you.
perfectly like I said, I explained how bad it was when I first got here with this room, and I was like, I've been homeless before. Okay, I've slept under bridges, I've slept on benches, I've slept on dirt. Like I've been homeless before due to my own problems. So like I don't know, just kind of cleaning up the room and everything while she was at work and her coming home and seeing that I did everything that I did. It was like it didn't bother you. It didn't because I didn't give a shit for it. She asked me about it. And I was like, I don't care. Like I'm not sitting here to judge. I came here to help. I came here to take care of and provide. Like not, you know, not sit here and judge you on everything that you've been through already. So I don't know. It's just everything's a work in progress, but it's amazing. Like kids we went to the splash pad the other day. They were having a blast. So I mean, it was just I don't know. To me it was worth it. But saying goodbye, that shit was hard. That shit was stupid hard. Like, especially to my grandma and my grandpa.
Hmm.
You know, my grandpa, we just found like right before I left, probably about a week or so before I left, we found out that he has they found a black, like, I don't know, I don't want to say a black hole or like a black
A spot.
Mass.
spot, yeah, a black spot in his lung, and so they don't know what it is, and he's going through all this stuff to figure it out, and so and the way I'm pretty sure he knows, and he's just telling us different news because I've never seen this man cry. Never have I seen my grandpa cry. And I walked into his room to pet my dog and say goodbye to my dog. And that was one of the hardest things, too, because that was my best friend. That was the person that got me through everything, you know? So it was more of a, that was the hardest part. Like, once I got out on the road, you know, it was like, damn, I'm actually doing this and going through with this. Like, here I am, you know, driving through El Paso and heavy traffic, right? 10:30 at night or 9:30 or something like that. Yeah, 10:30 at night. Heavy traffic, a lot of traffic. And oh shit. Uh fuck. And there was a Mustang and two Mustangs and a Charger. They were racing. They were trying to hold up traffic to race, and then they were cutting in and out of traffic.
Hmm.
Now, I'm not gonna say I may or may not have partake, but you know, I just wanted to watch. You know, it wasn't more of like racing with them. But when it came to, you know, cutting up the traffic, I did a little bit just to show that like I don't need to be as fast as y'all to keep up with y'all, kind of thing.
Hmm.
I just can drive better and maneuver through cars. You know, pick better lanes to switch through. Granted, this is like a 6 lane, you know, or yeah, 6 lane. No, it was a 4 lane at the time. A really long 4, 5 lane. One was a turning lane though. Um, and I kind of cut, you know, over, in and out, and like they kept going to the left lane, thinking that traffic's gonna be faster and stuff, right? Open up more, but like traffic was just switching all over the place, and it's like you can't really predict like that, but you can kind of have a feel for it based on how others how they're casually driving. You also got to take in effect like these motherfuckers may be like, oh, these guys are racing. Let me, you know, get in their way. Let me fuck them up somehow. Let me, so you
Right.
know. But I kind of just did it to keep up with them. You know, I'm in a little Corolla. I don't need a, but it was also to kind of keep me going and entertained because I had seen nothing for the longest time, and then I went again without seeing nothing for the longest time. So the drive, 26 hours with the 2 hour time change. I slept in New Mexico in a McDonald's parking lot after finding out, or before, right before finding out that they
Earn a 24
don't stay
hours
open.
McDonald's.
Yeah. So
They should be
yeah.
ashamed of themselves.
Right?
So New Mexico and Arizona. I got into Arizona, and the guy was like, I was putting gas, and I was wondering why he was. He's like, hey, you have to use the machine, and I'm guessing the machine puts the money directly into the safe. They don't. We don't take cash, and I was like, well, shit. So I had to use the cash that I had, put it in the machine. I was like, you know, what's up with that? Like, and he was just like, well, he's like, with everything going on, like, you know, we don't take cash after 10. And I was like, okay, why? Like, well, I'm not from here, so what's going on? And like, and he goes, he goes, he was like, well, there's been a lot of robberies and you know, stuff like that going on. I was like, oh shit, you know. Meanwhile, you know, I got my gun in my pocket, just sitting there like holding on and shit.
What
I was
part of
like, well,
Arizona did you go through?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
I
Oh,
went
nice.
through. Fuck. What's right before? I can't think of it, but yeah, I went through Phoenix area.
Did you
I
see the
got to
balloon?
pass. I got to pass by where my dad was locked up. You know, but
Did you flip it off while
uh,
you drove past?
he wasn't there. He's been released and then locked up somewhere else.
Ah, no,
Did you
that
see
took all
the
the fun out
traffic
of it.
balloon that they've got there?
I said, Tucson. That's where I was.
Tucson. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I was. Uh, I stopped in Tucson to. No, let me see. Let me check that again. I stopped in. Yeah, no, I did stop in Tucson because I wanted to make it to Phoenix before I stopped, but I was like, nah. I was like, I said it's one. There's not enough. Like it's 12, and it's on a Friday night. People who drink, you know,
Yeah.
and then 18-wheelers that are already tired.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
it was
remember.
better off, if I took a little break, gave the car a break, gave me a break. I stopped the car for like 3 hours. I thought I was pulling into McDonald's, gonna get me some McDonald's, gonna snack, watch some Netflix, you know,
Had another
eat
thing
some
coming.
nuggets. I thought I was gonna get some nuggets, bro. I was craving nuggets the entire. I don't even like McDonald's, but that fucking drive, man. I was like, man, I know the only thing I can rely on, right, is McDonald's, right? That's what I
This
thought.
man said, "I want
No, no,
nuggies."
no. I stopped at 3 fucking McDonald's overnight before I got to one.
Why? Because they
No.
wouldn't take.
They were closed.
No, because they were
It
closed.
was
Oh.
closed.
They weren't 24-hour.
No.
No, because of the armed robberies, everything in town closes from 10 to 6 in the morning or 7. Yeah, 10 to 5 in the morning. It's 10 to 5. And some places 6, and everything but gas stations close, and they don't take cash at all unless it goes directly into a safe. From New Mexico to Arizona, I got into Arizona by the time I got into where was I before getting into. It was Tonopah. I don't even know what it's called. Quartzsite. That's where I stopped and used the restroom and stuff. That's where I took that picture. I posted. But yeah, no, like I didn't get. I was leaving Phoenix when I actually got McDonald's finally. I drove from Tucson to Phoenix by the time I got McDonald's. Well, not even that. I drove from New Mexico. I drove. I think it was La Cruz. Let's see. It was. Yeah, it was just a terrible drive. I'd never recommend it to anybody. I wouldn't put that on my worst enemy. Yeah, so I made it to Las Cruces, to Tucson, all the way up to Phoenix before getting McDonald's.
Wow. I don't remember where exactly in Arizona it is. It's in the Phoenix, Tucson area,
Yeah,
but they have a traffic balloon.
granted, I fucking took a 3 hour like break. The first McDonald's stop. I was so mad because I was like, I see the guy in there, so I know I just missed him, right? Like I see the fucking guy in there with the fucking headset on.
Mhm.
I went to the like box, like I went, I was like, hello, 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 for like 2, 3 minutes. I pulled up and I see him through the window, and he's just kind of walking around with the headset on. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? Like, take my motherfucking order, right? And then like I circle back around. I was like, hey, yo, I saw your ass in there. I was like, I'm hungry. I was like, and nothing. So I pull up and I tap on you know, I tap on the window. I'm like, hey, he fucking ignored me. So I sat in the parking lot. Next thing I know, I see a car pulling up. Next thing I know, I see a car pulling up. Sorry, they let a dog out around my kids. Um, and yeah, I just kind of. I was pissed. I pulled up. I thought I was gonna get some McDonald's, watch some Netflix, something, you know. And so this car pulls up, and it says it's like a manager. I'm like, oh fuck. I see the lights turn on. I'm like, man, don't tell me. And I'm like, and I said, hey, y'all open or what? He goes, no, we close at 10. I look at the time, it's 10:11.
He said,
I was
"Ha,
like, no.
joke's on you."
I was,
You were
I was like,
there
I was like,
before they were closed.
I was like, but like they closed it. No, I got there at like 10:02. I'm pretty sure. Like I just got after this because I didn't get off the highway. I looked at the highway. I got off the highway at like 10. Like I pulled off of I-10 because I took 10 all the way, and so I pulled off at 10 and finally got onto some off the highway on some truck stop food stop place. And I just grabbed me, hoping I was getting some McDonald's. Oddly enough, one of them fucking the challengers I was racing. I said Charger earlier, didn't I?
One
Challenger.
of them
It was
two.
yeah, no, it was a Challenger. My bad. I'm pretty sure I said Charger earlier. No, it was the two Mustangs and the Challenger. And that fucking same Challenger that he's pulled over as I'm getting into the McDonald's parking lot. He's pulled into a little like dirt patch, you know, across from a car wash. So I was kind of pissed though, because the whole trip, you want to know what I ate besides this, sausage biscuits that I got at the McDonald's finally?
What's that?
Pineapples and Pop
Oh.
Tarts.
I thought he was gonna say Lunchables again.
No. They needed I had pineapples. I had little fruit cup pineapples. And
Hey,
Pop Tarts.
remind me if we ever go on a trip with Beaker not to let him pack the snacks.
Right?
Look, I'm a man that stops and buys my food, all right?
All right, but you gotta pack snacks for that exact
Exactly.
situation.
Okay,
Just in case
I
you
have
can't
I
find
had
a
a bag of
place.
chips, yes.
From
I had a bag
somebody,
of chips.
from somebody
One
who's taken
bag
a
of
lot of road trips. I'm a snack professional.
Okay, my goal,
Right?
no, like for me, I was just gonna pick up food the entire time. Cause like my goal was to stop in like a Walmart on the way and get, snacks to pick up, whatever. I can always stop for stuff, but I don't want to overload my car with extra shit because of gas mileage. And to me, I don't like getting extra shit.
A couple
having
packs of
extra-
gummy bears wasn't gonna make that big of a difference.
I don't eat candy.
Gummy bears aren't candy.
I don't eat candy.
That's little bitty chunks of heaven. There's a difference.
I don't know. I never did like gummy candy.
I like,
no.
I say gummy bears, but I like the gummy lightsabers and stuff.
I got myself into the watermelon sour patch.
That's good
I
too.
kind of like
like-
those.
I like the sour gummy worms, but that's about it.
Yeah, those are good too. Anything sour is good,
Yeah.
except for milk.
Yeah, well, true.
Man, we had got some candies one time called Toxic Waste, which is supposed to be like some of the sourest
Oh, I've heard of those.
candies. That's just not even sour.
That's what my
I
brother
mean, I
said.
guess maybe to somebody who doesn't like sour candy, maybe I could see it. It's definitely quite a bit more than a Warhead is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. My brother told me because he loves warheads, and he likes sour things really. But he said he had some of that toxic stuff, and it was basically a warhead.
Yeah, no, it now it may just be the one that you get too because they did stop selling it for a while. For some reason, I don't know exactly what it was. Something to do with shit itself, but
Probably the acidity level.
yeah, but so we had got some of like the original. We had to order it online, so we had got some of the original one, and it is quite a bit more sour than a Warhead is, but it's not sour enough that I'd spit it out.
Right. My brother had a spray bottle, and it was essentially just the taste of sour, is what it was. It was like pure sour. It was the most sour thing you can get in the world, as far as I know. And he said, "Hey, you like watermelon, right?" Like, yeah, I love watermelon. Like, have you ever had blue watermelon? Like, no. What does that taste like? So here, open your mouth. He sprayed it. That's sour. Oh, I hated it. Oh, I wanted to kick his butt so bad. But it wasn't bad after the fact. But during it was like, mother, son's a trucker.
Mother, son's a trucker, boy. You trucker mother, son.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
See, I
Mouth
like
still
sour
watering.
stuff. But I don't. Well, it's because I think I'm kind of used to eating like the Mexican candy.
I love it.
Yeah, but y'all got weird shit like fucking
Not at
chili
Lucas.
covered fucking
that-
lollipops.
Oh my god.
Those things are good, bro.
That
It's
is
just
You eat the mango nut?
disgusting, bro. That is disgusting. My daddy
Like-
likes those, and I can't stand
like
them.
like the
Mango
mango
nanas?
covered.
No, not the mango colored. The chili powder.
No, there's one that's mango covered with chili powder, and then there's like one that's watermelon.
Oh no,
That-
Yeah,
no! If it's
yeah.
covered in chili powder, they can
And he's
kiss
talking about
kiss
the,
my
the,
ass.
the things you put in your mouth, the lollipop thing.
Yeah. The one thing that I did like though was the wafers with the cocoa in the middle.
Which one is that?
I don't know. It's a wafer with cocoa in the middle. Comes in a clear packaging with red letters. They're
Sir?
like individually
Wafer with
wrapped.
caramel in the middle.
No. It's cocoa. It's like cocoa. Not powder,
powder?
but it's like a paste, like cocoa paste.
Cocoa Puffs.
No, not Cocoa Puffs. It's a paste. I don't know exactly what they called.
I don't know what it is either.
But they did. They come in individually, like almost like condom wrappers. By the best way I can explain it to you, but it was clear with red lettering. But it was. They were individually wrapped like condoms.
Condom.
I know, because whenever I got them out of my daddy's pantry, I was like, first thing I thought of is, why does my daddy have condoms in his pantry?
Are you sure they weren't condoms?
I'm
Flavored
positive.
condoms.
Oh man, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm supposed to.
Mariachi flavored condoms.
Does it play a theme song too?
La Coochie Taco. La Coochie Taco. Oh. No. Those were the two that he had gotten that I had tried, that he had. Yeah, and them lollipops, he can keep them for himself.
I don't think I've ever had any Mexican candy.
See me, I be going to the taco stands all the time.
I'm not big on Mexican food. I mean, soft
Rich?
tacos at Taco Hell, and that's about it.
Switch.
What's up?
I'm gonna need you to expand your horizon, alright?
But I love Thai food and Chinese food, man.
I love me some
Alright.
Chinese food, boy. That's what I ate for supper tonight.
And Italian food, oh my goodness. I love Italian food.
Yeah, apparently we have
So-
some
so-
restaurant here that okay, so where I live, apparently they filmed Guardians. The intro to Guardians 3 was filmed out here. My girl just had the
Candy
cast.
movies filmed out there.
Well, no, literally out here where I stay. She had the producer staying in her hotel.
Nice.
So she has people like that. They're lifetime diamond members. So whatever they want, they get there.
You said she manages the Hilton, right?
Yeah,
And
Hampton
that's
Hilton.
there in California. So Paris Hilton has been there.
Yep, he actually has.
Wow. Yeah, because I heard that she goes to every single Hilton that ever opens when it
Hilton,
opens.
Yep,
And
they have the picture there.
nice.
Paris Hilton's
But,
a robot.
What's it called? So they did Star Wars out here. They did a scene from Star Wars out here. The little pinnacle things or whatever they're called. The
The races.
Hey, whoa,
Ten people?
whoa! What'd you call me?
The races, like the freaking man, I forgot. Whenever they do a race and they have to build their own machine that hovers and they have to go through all these mountains.
In
I feel like
episode
that's
1,
where they
Phantom
would.
of the Menace.
I
No,
feel
no, no. This
I
Pod
feel
was
like
racing.
this was like called, I don't know, I'm not even sure. My girl has all the info on it, but like yeah, apparently Mark Wahlberg ate at one of the restaurants here. Uh, Will Ferrell at this what is it called, Tokyo House or something like that. So
I mean, it says California. It's not like we're talking about some.
All right. The odds of you meeting a celebrity there are higher
pretty
than you
high.
meeting a celebrity in Texas.
exactly.
I think they made
Well,
a
I mean,
movie.
all of a sudden, Houston has become freaking the go-to for like most people now. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
Well,
because it was the getaway from California, but now everybody's going there.
yeah. So what was it? Yeah, Dennis Quaid, I think. It was explaining it on some news thing. I saw a TikTok about it. Apparently, Texas has passed a law allowing for like movies. So Texas is going to be like the next Hollywood.
I'm glad I moved out of there.
But aren't you going to move back?
Yeah, for a little bit until we find ourselves in like some overseas or some tropics.
Oh,
Man's thinking about going to Hawaii.
Man's better be thinking
Mm.
about bringing me with him.
right?
Hey, got to do the podcast somehow.
Yeah, right. The time difference really gonna be too screwed up. You move all the way to Hawaii.
Yeah, if you go to Hawaii, you just can't laugh out loud. You're only allowed aloha.
I swear to God, Switch.
Switch.
And he was so quick with it too.
That was a good one. I got to switch that one.
Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man.
But no, I mean, just being able to like move around and travel and stuff like that just because of her job and stuff, it's pretty cool. But the store that I work at is also a union, so like I get benefits for being a freaking on top of making $20 an hour.
What exactly are you going to be doing there? Like, are you going to be a bag hop? Are you going to
Stocking,
be work? Oh, stocking. Okay,
like I can do stocking. I applied for stocking and cashier. They're
nice.
gonna, put me in either. Or I talked to the guy. Actually, the one of the ladies other ladies that lives here, she works there across the street. She's early a.m. Shift. So, but soon kids be going to school and daycare and stuff like that, and
And how old are the kids?
they range from like 2 to 7.
Wow, I don't know how you're going to be. I don't know.
Well, the 7-year-old I met before she left. And she was a baby before then, so
Well, obviously, yeah.
that was like she don't. But like the things that she tells me, and you know, and like how she's like she is with me, it's like, damn, do you remember me or what the fuck?
Hey, but you'd be
But no,
surprised what
like
kids will remember.
right?
yeah, but I mean, so like I said, she was with fuckface of an ex, and she was like 2 or 4 months, something like that, after having a baby upstairs in my bedroom. So yeah, it was bound to happen. But no, like I live in her ex's head rent free.
That's a good place to live.
I don't even
Alright.
think of that. He thinks I've been talking to her this whole time. I don't. I thought she got married, had kids, like 4. Like I thought, like I was like, nah, this shit ain't ever happening. You know?
Right?
So I was quick with the opportunity, you know? It's a lot easier for me to up and go than her to just she's got a promotion, she's got the kids, like she got her place and everything's settled here. Me, I was just chilling. I wasn't doing anything but gaming, streaming, podcast, and smoking.
Hanging out with the boys.
Yeah, I mean, so and I can do that here, just find some time. Like, it's a little
Mhm.
difficult right now because everything's just getting set up, but it's. I mean, trust me. I look at my freaking PC and I'm like, bro, I just got you. Like, I just got you. I can't even. The TV that's mounted on the wall doesn't even have an HDMI port.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how cheap this fuck is.
Good lord.
Pay that kind of money, right?
Right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think they should have like the fastest Wi-Fi, cable,
Exactly.
brand new TVs at $800 something every 2 weeks. Fuck.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. You want to talk? You know how y'all were talking about like famous people? Uh, not that long ago. Oh, let's say like the early, like actually it's been over a month ago. Um, April 7th, I went to Dallas with my brother and two of our friends, and they were doing this anime con. So I finally went to like anime con or it was WeebCon, and dude, like a bunch of actors from animes, like dub actors, like they're English voice actors. There were a lot of them there. There was Luffy from One Piece. I mean Luffy. I mean Zoro from One Piece. Robin from One Piece. There was almost the whole cast of Attack on Titan. Naruto's voice actor was there. Akame ga Kill's voice actor was there. Um, who
I don't
else?
I don't know any of these people, so they must not be that famous.
No, well,
The
I'm joking.
characters
I'm,
they
What's
portray
the
are.
anime?
I'm
yeah.
just being facetious.
Goku's voice actor, Vegeta's voice actor.
Nice.
Yeah, because if it make you
Oh,
feel any
speaking
better, I don't know any of them people.
speaking of Dragon Ball Z,
Talking about
we
you're
lost the
talking
voice actor to
fucking
Master
Akame
Roshi.
Bill, like bro.
Yes, I heard that we lost the voice actor to Master Roshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rip Master Roshi.
yeah. But I think it's like the same thing for Frieza's voice actor. Um, they have what are they called? Under.
Understudies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have
understudies.
understudies. They're understudies. Yeah, they
Yeah.
have. I seen like the understudy for Frieza, and I also seen the understudy for Master Roshi.
Mm.
And
Understudy is just a fancy term for backup.
yeah,
Understudy was just a fancy term for you wasn't good enough to get picked first.
Right?
until now, until you actually get
Mm.
the
Yeah,
you
until the
know.
first one dies.
Yeah. It's another code word for second string.
But yeah, I saw them, and
It's
I
a
got
code word for get better, kid.
uh, but yeah, I saw them, and I had bought a sword, like one of Zoro's swords a long time ago, and I saw that he was gonna be there, and I got it signed by
Oh,
him,
nice.
and um, I wish I had it got it authenticated because they had the people that authenticate the signatures and everything, and for $10, that's how much they were charging just to authenticate it. If I would have gotten that sword authenticated, well, I know it's like the actual voice actor signed it, and I could get it authenticated anytime I want. Just send it over. But I saw online, and that sword goes up to like $300 to $400, bro.
Which
I
sword
was
is it?
Wow. Zoro.
it's the main sword that he got from whenever he was a kid.
The white
From
one.
whenever the
The
girl died,
the the girlfriend. Well, not girlfriend, but his number
her
one
childhood
rival.
friend.
She's not dead.
Yeah,
I don't believe it. She's gonna come
I
back one of these days.
but yeah, I saw that I got that sword signed, and then
Yep.
I got like a few posters signed
Konagiri.
from
That's
yeah.
the name of the sword.
I don't know why, but because you said Zoro's sword, the only thing I can picture in my mind is a rapier. because of the Mask of Zora, which is totally a different thing.
Yeah, Z for Zoro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got all that. I got a few posters signed from the other voice actors.
Nice.
But I waited to get that sword sign. I waited like 2 to 3 hours in a line, mainly because people bring like up to like 10, 12 pops to get signed by that one person.
Well, yeah, because they're gonna keep one from themselves and sell the rest of them.
Yes, and
Why
we
did
had
why
like
do they want their sodas signed?
we had 3 of them people bring that much stuff.
Well, because
And I was
there's like a bunch of different brands of pops, so like they'll bring like Dr Pepper, Coke, and
So people are bringing
Pepsi.
Dr. Pepper and stuff like that getting signed?
Yeah, you know
That's
that. That's
weird.
what he said. Pops.
That's weird.
See, I just bring 12 Dr Peppers.
okay. Well, I don't know if you know what pops are, but they're
I
Dr.
know what
Pepper,
they are.
Pepsi, Mountain Dew. Yeah, I know what a pop is.
no like Funko Pops. They're freaking figures.
They're them stupid figurines
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
that
Yeah,
people
yeah.
like to cut the heads off of because they think that there's something inside of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because they see a video on TikTok that
Right. Oh, because everything on the internet is true.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good experience. I saw a bunch of cosplayers, cosplaying the anime, the characters, and so yeah, that happened. That same day we also went to go get my brother's first car.
Oh, nice. What kind?
A 1993 Toyota Supra
It has
from
4 wheels.
Japan.
Does it work?
Yeah,
As long as it works.
Does it have 4 wheels?
yes.
Should
He
have
needs. He
5.
should get a spare. He got ripped
But yeah,
off.
Yep.
I think it does come with a spare.
Well, then it has 5 wheels, not 4. You lied to me. That'd be like telling me your holes ain't got your socks ain't got holes in them.
Right.
You telling me yours don't?
No, I was saying that's like you telling me your socks don't have holes in them.
My some of my socks don't have holes in them.
And then how the hell you get your foot in it?
Exactly.
Oh.
Oh.
Socks aren't. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. But yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like we should Well, I wanted to ask Travis to go to it when.
You did ask me, but you asked me like 3 or 4 days before it without any kind of notice.
Did I ask him?
You did.
Huh.
If
I
you would have
did.
asked me like a week or two in advance, or a couple weeks in advance, I probably would have been able to go.
You would have?
Probably.
You would have made the drive over there?
Yeah. If I'd have had the time to prepare for it.
Since you like to travel a lot. So what are y'all's plans for traveling this year? Do y'all know?
I don't have too many plans for traveling. Actually, no plans for traveling.
The only
I
traveling I do is to and from the store for food.
I think I've done enough traveling right now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Baker probably did a lot of traveling now.
No, you don't understand. My lower back still feels like these roads. Like
Oh man.
it's not like. Oh my God, it's so fucking bad, man. There's nobody out here to crack my back, like actually just pop it and stuff. Like my mom's boyfriend, like he used to just like bear hug the fuck out of me and just pop my back.
I'd come blow you back out. Oh, two different things.
He wants it popped.
2 different things. My bad.
Yes, we all know. I'm top.
I'm not gay. I just like.
Nah, you should say He said, "You
But
should see what
yeah,
Ferno would have
no, like
said."
I'm
my
not gay,
lower
just
back,
my boyfriend is.
Yeah.
lower back just fucking sucks because it's like it hurts and like recently, like I've been doing all the driving, but like when she goes to work, I'm like, take the car. I don't want to drive back and forth, you know. Plus, with the kids, it's kind of hard.
Well, yeah, because then you gotta load them all up, bring her to work, then come back, unload all of them, then load them all back up, go get her, then come back. I don't blame you. I just
Yeah,
tell her to take the car too.
she's literally like 3 minutes down the road. I'm not about to do all that
I
shit.
was
Just
going to
take the
say,
car.
how'd she get to work before? Walked?
Yeah, oh yeah, she would have. She was, no, her best friend's brother or dad would come pick her up, but they live like 15 minutes away. So either that or she'd call a taxi. The one taxi, or I guess there's three, but it's the same guy that owns it. But so she calls a taxi, has to set a schedule or like set time to get picked up, and then if not, she walks.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. If I had to walk to work, that's too far. The
Well,
day that I gotta walk to work is the day that I don't go to work.
Well, she it's like a 7-minute walk.
Oh, well, that's not bad. It would take me like 7 hours to walk to my job. Like, hell, it takes me.
Probably take me about that.
It takes me about 45 minutes to get to work in the morning in a vehicle, so I could imagine how long it'd take if I had to walk.
Well, I live 8 miles away from the nearest anything, so
You
I don't
are
want to
8
be
miles
walking.
away?
Yeah, I don't want to be walking anywhere.
Jesus, bro.
You what? You live what?
8 miles away from the nearest anything.
Seems about white.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, guys, I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here.
Oh man, I was
did.
gonna nerd out.
Oh well, I did have a quote picked for tonight, but about halfway through, I decided to change it because this one's kind of for Beaker. It says life is a book. Some chapters may be sad, some happy, and some exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter holds. Take that how y'all will. We love y'all. Switch.
Hasta lasagna. Don't get any on you.
Beaker.
Adios, mi amigos.
Lemonade.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I love y'all. Y'all have a good night.